My name is Kristina Renee. Just in case you don't know my story, I would like to share it with you now. First of all, I'm a wife, I'm a mom, I'm a health and fitness coach, which I really have not been able to do in more than a year, which has been super hard on me because that's my passion. It's my drive. It's my everything. I haven't been able to do it in more than a year. For what I thought has been an ongoing menopause, like extreme menopause. The last few years have just been really rough, but last year was the worst. I'd wake up 8 to 10 times a night, severely soaking wet. I was completely soaking wet. The bed would be completely soaking wet. It would just be just extreme. So I finally decided, I've got to go see the doctor. I can't take this anymore. So I went in. We did a lot of blood work. I ended up doing a pap smear. We just ended up doing the whole female thing, right, to find out what's going on. My pap smear came back with some abnormal cells, so she sent it back off. She sent it to pathology again, and it came back a second time. And when it came back the second time, my doctor went ahead and referred me to an oncologist. Like, what? How? I just don't even know how I ended up needing an oncologist at this point. I just thought I just had a pap smear, no big deal. So fast forward, to we have a biopsy. I've got a few weeks. We're talking about setting up some surgery. So, I've got a few weeks because we're talking about treatment or surgery, or what do I need to do? Do I want to have children? Well, I'm 43. I have a wonderful 25-year-old son. I'm super blessed. I don't need kids at this point. I really just want my health and life and fitness and all that back. I want to feel good again. So that's where I was going. So we opted to skip treatment, go straight to surgery, which I thought was amazing because who wants to go through treatment if they don't have to? Let's just opt for the easy route. Let's do a radical hysterectomy, take everything, all the tissue surrounding it, and we'll be good to go. She'll get everything, right? Well, in between the time I had my biopsy and before we had surgery, I was already familiar with the medical marijuana industry, as I had moved to Oregon 10 years ago trying to get off of seizure medicines. I had seizures in LA, and conventional medicine put me on horrible medicine that did awful things to my liver. I felt awful. I had a hard time talking and walking with the medicine when I first got put on it. And every time I tried to go to a doctor and get taken off of it, they just absolutely would not hear of it. Nobody wanted to be responsible for me having another seizure. So I moved to Oregon. I've been able to get off my seizure medicine, strictly do edibles. So I was familiar with Rick Simpson oil. So I had 3 weeks before surgery. So I thought, well, why not? If there's any chance that there's any cancer running rampant from the biopsy, let's get this Rick Simpson oil in my system, so that way it'll kill it or slow it down or stop it or whatever. So I made a batch. I did a 3-month supply in less than 3 weeks. That's how terrified I was. I got surgery. I came out of it pretty well. The pain didn't set in till about a week later. I guess I stayed so swollen that from the air from them blowing my stomach up so they could robotically go in and chop out all my bits and pieces, that it really did a number on my bladder and my back, and I was in a lot of pain, and the pain pills weren't doing anything for me. So I got online, I did a bunch of research, and I saw where I should add in some CBDs to my regimen. Okay, so I know what this is, so let's get on this. So I start doing all the research I can. I go into every group, everything I can find to find what's the best way to take care of this. And I was introduced to a man named Christopher. This wonderful, wonderful, amazing man with this amazing Native American church doing breakthrough technology with injectable nanoparticle CBD. I contacted him. We discussed a lot about what's going on and how my treatment's been going and what all's going on with me. Not only does his medicine cure cancer, but it mentally makes you feel so good. The first dose I took was the first day of radiation treatment, because my family's not going to let me not go through treatment, which, okay, whatever. But I know that I'll be able to cut my treatment in half by just doing this medicine alongside with the treatment. So not only did I do my first shot on the first day of treatment, but I came home and I exercised. Yeah, I got 30 minutes of exercise, of cardio in. I walked between my house and my neighbor's house 3 times, and it clocked off enough on my watch to give me a complete exercise ring without me going in here and turning an app on and saying, hey, I'm working out. It just measured it and said, hey, you did 30 minutes of exercise. I wanted to jump on top of the roof and scream and shout at how good I felt. And I know it's all just from the nano CBD injectable. I can't say enough about how good this medicine makes me feel. I'm 8 days into treatment, 8 days into taking my CBDs. I have a cyst on my back that's almost flat. You can't really even see these now, but I have cysts in my wrists. That's almost completely flat too, and I've got full range of motion back in my wrist. I haven't had that in a couple of years. But mentally, what the CBD oil has done to me has been just tremendous. I can't thank you enough.